nobody's above the law. We only have one system of law for everyone. Nothing about being an elected official gives you a license to commit crimes or a license to get away with it if you do. Why step up politically and defend a judge or a prosecutor? That's supposed to be a non-political part of our system. It's not like we didn't know it was going to be terrible. And it is terrible. He really did have a judge arrested today. Arresting a judge today. Are you kidding me?
Against witnesses, against victims of crimes, because it denies everyone involved a justice. Intimidation against witnesses, against victims of crimes, because it denies everyone involved a justice. Intimidation against witnesses, against victims of crimes, because it denies everyone involved a justice.
Today, I want to talk to you about judges, specifically lawless judges in the United States who think that because they don't like Donald Trump, they are above the law. Now, since Trump returned to the presidency, judges who disagree with the president have done everything they can to thwart his efforts to reform the nation, particularly when it comes to fulfilling his campaign promises to boot out illegal aliens, particularly violent ones. Well, it seems one of these judges may have gone too far. Meet Milwaukee Judge Hannah Dugan. Yes, that's her right there on your screen. Take a good look because, well, I suspect what I'm going to tell you next is not going to come as any surprise because it seems that Judge Dugan has just been arrested by the FBI for allegedly trying to help this man, Eduardo Flores Ruiz, who is in court on domestic battery charges, so, a real charmer, and who was also in the country illegally after having previously been deported once before. Well, it seems that Judge Dugan helped him evade immigration and customs enforcement, or ICE officers, who were waiting for him outside the courtroom to give him the boot, by helping him sneak out a back door of the courtroom and onto the street. Here's U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi explaining more of what went down.
It's so rare for victims to want to cooperate. They wanted to cooperate. They were sitting in the courtroom with the state prosecutor. The judge learns that ICE was outside to get the guy because he had been deported in 2013, came back in our country, commits these crimes, charged with committing these crimes, victims in court. Judge finds out. She goes out in the hallway, screams at the immigration officers. She's furious, visibly shaken, upset, sends them off to talk to the chief judge. She comes back in the courtroom, you're not going to believe this, takes the defendant and the defense attorney back in her chambers, takes them out a private exit and tells them to leave.
What was it that Joe Biden and all the Democrats used to say? No one is above the law? Well, here we go. Now, naturally, this case has been leapt upon, dare I say, pounced upon by the left as evidence of Donald Trump's fascism and lawlessness, which is an awfully confused way of saying they really believe judges should have the power to make up the law as they see fit, so long as it suits their activist agenda. Now, the progressive journalist, if that's not stretching the word too far, Molly Jong Fast, called this a Rubicon crossed. The New York Times quoted a protester supporting the judge who said, "We are sliding so fast into authoritarianism, it's scary." Now, funnily enough, the protest for the judge was called Hands Off Our Judges. Let's have a look at it, shall we?
Escucha, estamos en la lucha. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No due process, no peace. No due process, no peace.
Yeah, the very peaceful left again, threatening no peace if they don't get their way. But it is funny to me how the hands off our judges people didn't care about this legal alien keeping his hands off his alleged victims.